Lance. We're joined today by Tim,
Hello.
and let me see
That's all I
if
got.
we're actually live, because I don't see that we're actually live yet. Should be. Why are we not actually live on my
Are you
Twitch stream?
fighting? Are you playing right now?
Maybe it's still warming up. Yeah? Here, I'll hit refresh. Nope,
Are you walking around a cave with a blue ball?
it's not live. Oh, it says we're live. Oh, okay. I was just looking at the wrong screen.
Oh my heck.
There was a network error. Great.
I don't know if I'm actually watching live or if I'm just watching you.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're dropping frames? Better
Now
not
I
be
see your
dropping
error.
frames. No, we're
I
not
see your
dropping
many
frames.
errors.
We're fine. Okay. Okay, now we were talking about Final Fantasy VI, the best place to grind.
So two places. One thing you want to do for the grinding is you want to make sure the whole first half of the game, as soon as you get what's her name?
Rydia?
Celeste? No, Celeste.
No, Celeste's name is Mariel, Tim.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's not. It's Layla. When you get Celeste, you always, and you pretty much always have to, but you always want to have her in your party because you want to boost her
Of course you do.
experience.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's hot. But you want to keep her in there because once you beat the first world and go to the world of Ruined, or Ruin, she's your only character, and it bases everyone else's progress off of
Yeah,
her
because she tries to
level.
commit suicide.
Right. So if you have her on like level 25 and everyone else is on 10, as soon as you start going around gathering your team again in the world of Ruin, everyone's on like level 25 or whatever you get to. So I always grind really hard with I grind hard with Celeste.
Oh,
I grind really.
that's a funny joke, Tim.
But the other part is where you go to. There's that world. What is it called? There's a world of where you meet Stratos and Realm, who I named Mr. Bands and Melanie.
Sorry, Mr. Band. Sorry, Melanie.
Yeah, they'll hear this for sure.
Melanie,
but
Melanie is one of my good Facebook friends.
Good.
Good.
Well, I'm sure this conversation buried in episode 11 of your Final Fantasy playthrough probably will pass her ears. But anyway, when you get to I think it's in the second world, they go to there's a cave where you go into, and every step is a fight. And you're supposed to be using magic and stuff. That one is like every room is, or every cave is just 5 steps. It's like a little maze. You can sit there and just go loop and loop and loop in there and fight a lot of guys for a lot of power.
Wait, which one?
It's a cave when you first meet Stratos and Realm.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
where
it's on that little puzzle
that's where you
cave.
get that thing where you have to get in order to get Shadow.
I don't remember.
Which I always
if you let Shadow live.
Yeah. I in this last one apparently I missed him because I didn't get him. So yeah.
Well, all you gotta do is just say, "Do you want to let him die or wait for him?" Like, I'll wait, and then he doesn't die.
Doesn't he tell you to let him die though? Isn't he like, "Don't wait for me"? You're like, okay.
No. He's presumed dead. You're waiting for him at the end of the thing. You don't know he's coming. And it says, "Do you want to jump on the airship?" You're like, "No, I'll wait." And then it keeps counting down. It's like, "Do you want to jump?" And it asks you again, "Do you want to jump on the airship?" You're like, "No." And it asks you 3 times, and every 30 seconds for the countdown. And eventually, I think some players are like, "Whatever, I guess I'm supposed to jump on the airship." It's a very manipulative game. And then you jump on. If you jump on it, I think he crawls onto the screen. No, I think he crawls out if you wait long enough.
Okay, Tim. So the problem with this is Paul. I guess I'm gonna have to give him a spell or something, but he's too strong, so he can kill himself too fast, so he can't grind as easy anymore. Way to go, Paul.
Did you go back and are you fighting those captain of the guards and stuff? Are you killing them now?
No, no, I haven't gone back to the city. In fact, so where we're at is we just barely went and tried to get the dreadnought. You remember that?
Yeah. Well, I never saw it. I just know they were talking about the.
Where are you at?
I'm still back where you first discovered how to start grinding. Like the second episode. I haven't done anything. I just went into let the general die in my arms.
So the plot is thickening, Tim.
Ooh.
It's actually pretty good. And this is the thing, like even if you grind, like you were talking about in one of our episodes, even if you grind, you run. Well, for one thing, the inn is the higher you get, the more expensive the inn is. And even if you grind for experience, for like leveling up and your weapons and all that, magic is so expensive now that like, see, I can't even buy that spell. I ground and I can't even buy a single spell.
Ground. Is ground or grinded past tense for grind? I don't know. They both sound incorrect. It's probably just grind in past tense. I don't know.
So now, where are we going? I'm trying to remember. Well, I know that there's a secret hovercraft that I gotta go up to there in Salaman, but I don't think that's it.
You already have an airship. Why would you need a secret hovercraft?
Where was I supposed to go? So I got the mithril. I took it back to her, the queen. And then what? What was I supposed to do? Guess I'll have to rewatch yesterday's episode. Let me go around. Okay, so I got the dreadnought and then it flew away. Oh, and I'm supposed to go talk to Sid, because Sid knows the secret way of destroying the dreadnought, because he basically does, you know, like without Sid there would not be airships in Final Fantasy. Right? He's the only person who knows how to make airships in Final Fantasy.
Or when they're retconning the Final Fantasy story, they went to Final Fantasy 1 and made him responsible for the floating city as well.
Yeah, is that what he was? I just remember he appeared.
Yeah, in the remakes that you're playing, they were like, well, we got to put him in all of them, even though we came up with him later.
I thought he was in all of them, so that was the first time I was like, oh, I didn't know Sid wasn't in that. Because Sid is the only character that I know, except for maybe Biggs and Wedge. But
I was going to say, Biggs and Wedge are pretty popular.
I don't know if they were in the original, were they?
No.
Were they in the first Final Fantasy?
No, I don't think they were out till, like, Final Fantasy 4. They're not in the one with Cecil. I think the first time you meet them is when they're walking into Narshi with.
Yeah, they are.
Where?
Oh, maybe you're right. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think they are.
I thought that because that was like the coolest thing when we first met them in Final Fantasy, American Final Fantasy 3, whichever one that is. I will never get those straight. Here, I'll look it up while you play that because this is what I'm here for.
It's not that hard, Tim. You should start calling them by their proper names. Don't confuse the children.
Well, I think they should understand that all this game that you're playing right now that they're looking at saying this looks stupid this was like sacred and holy and like secret.
I'm actually really enjoying this game. Like, I think I like this one even better than 1.
Well, probably.
This one is the least popular though. I don't know why. I think it's because people don't know the hack.
Yeah, I was like, but you're hacking it with a speed run. It's probably not as fun if you're not hacking with the speed run.
And it's not, like, I remember when I discovered this hack, it makes sense because you're like, well, if I can use my weapon, and this hack works on some of the other Final Fantasies too, at least the originals, because in this game, it's the first time you like do the math where you're like, well, wait a second, every time I use my weapon, it levels up. What if I use it on my own guys? Will it level up? And sure enough.
Okay, so they did appear in the Dawn of Souls in Final Fantasy 1.
Which is
then
the remake.
Then they didn't show up till Final Fantasy 4.
So you have to get Gil right now, and you can't just kill your own guys to get Gil. You have to actually... And some of
Oh,
it.
wait. No. So, it was in the after years. That's the game that we played, right?
Yeah.
That we started. In that game, it reveals that Biggs and Wedge were two of the soldiers on the Red Wings with Baron or with Cecil. So, yeah, he was. They were not. This is all retcon stuff.
Yeah.
Their real first appearance was Final Fantasy VI. So there you go. So I don't buy any of that. That later on added crap is like, look, they're the most popular characters.
So the only thing that's common against across all Final Fantasies is airships.
No. Was there an airship in?
Well,
Oh,
at least
maybe
numbered Final Fantasies. I'm not counting the Mystic Quest.
No, the other one that I played where you can change your occupation. I don't remember an airship in that one. I remember floating around in a boat. Which one is that? Where you have like 10 guys and you can pick and choose what their jobs are.
Are you
Do you
talking
remember that
about
one?
Tactics?
No, it's a Final Fantasy.
Well, Final Fantasy Tactics is a Final Fantasy, but you mean a numbered one.
I mean a real Final Fantasy, not the chess game.
Oh! Careful, Tim. There might actually be a Final Fantasy chess game.
That's what that is, right? That's the one that has like it's like a
Yeah,
or it's not
no, it's
checkerboard,
just-
it's like blocks and you like move your men across and you try and fight. It's like a strategy game. It's like playing Stratego.
Sure, Tim. Yes, but that is the one.
I remember watching you play it, and you're better at those kind of games. So it looked
I
kinda-
think I cleared. I almost cleared. No, I can't remember if I actually cleared it or not. It's okay. Its story is a little bit too complicated. But some people love that game. Some people swear by it. Hey,
Okay,
wait,
which is
I
the
can't-
one that we figured out where it was not released? That we can't get? 3?
I need to get another axe so I can just switch his. Oh, we can get 3. Or
On
2.
what? Oh,
You got.
Family Computer, the Nintendo DS,
That's
iOS.
the one you got that was with. Yeah, I thought it was with something.
So 4? No, 4 is the one on the Super. 5. 5 was on the
5 is the one you got with Chrono Trigger combined. 3 came with 4, I think, didn't it?
So, and let me grab my stack.
I thought you found it. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Sid while you're doing that. Actually, I should go sleep in the inn real quick. Because I did grind a little bit.
Okay, Origins is 1 and 2.
Right.
Then I have
Chronology, it was 4
Anthology
and 6.
is 5 and 6.
It's 5
Chrono
and
Trigger
6?
has 4. Huh? Anthology
Anthology
is
is 5,
5 and
6.
6.
Chrono Trigger is not 4. It is?
Chrono Trigger has 4 with Cecil. Right
Oh.
there. And then I have... So 5 is the one I don't have, right? No, 3. It is 3. Okay. So 3, according to Wikipedia,
Yeah, it
3
came out on
came out-
like mobile or something, so you'll have
the
to.
Nintendo DS, but it says, oh, PlayStation Portable. Oh.
PSP.
Oh, is that what that is? I don't know.
Okay,
So
Sid,
I will...
bring your guild to me.
That's Sid?
What about
Oh,
the
that's Sid.
Dreadnought? You only need to blow up the engine of the Dreadnought to blow it to smithereens. Good thing we came and talked to you, Sid. We never would have figured that out on our own.
Oh, right here. Final Fantasy III is a role-playing video game developed and published by Squaresoft, blah, blah, blah. The third installment, blah, blah, blah. It's the first numbered Final Fantasy to feature the job change system. The story evolves around 4 orphan youths with the Crystal of Light, so just like the first game. And I want to read this because I know you're going to save it for your first episode on that game. But that one's where you change jobs. This one I don't remember there being an airship. Because I remember you cruising around on a boat. I don't remember when I would have played this, though.
Now we're getting too many dialogue things. Well, what if we show Sid our Oh, also, like, I think you can level up the number of items you can get in this. Here,
Level
Sid,
up.
look at my canoe. Look at my potion. Look at my garlic. Alright, now I'm just being stupid.
Nope, there's an airship
Oh,
in that
my
one.
pass. What do I do with my pass? I gotta use my pass to do something. Oh, we gotta go back to the castle. I bet you that pass works there. We're gonna sneak into the castle. Have fun storming the castle! Oh, sure, I'll ride your boat since I gotta go anyway. It's only 32 gil. It's a single imp fight. So in this one there's a lot of vehicles, but most of them you can't control. So you start out in the very early on in the game with the boat. And
Are
then
you,
early on with the airship, but you can't control it. You can only buy passage.
is there an airship in Final Fantasy 11?
Yeah.
Really?
Do you need the massively online role-playing one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 12, which is the one people play nowadays. Yeah, they have airships. Like, you don't get to fly it around. It's like one of those, oh, you buy a ticket for the airship, and then that's how they go in between realms. In the
But do you
online
actually
one.
see the airship?
Yeah, you do. At least in, I don't know if you do it, you see it in 11. I'm pretty sure you do. But you definitely do in 14.
And 10? 10's the one with Johnny Stockton,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 10's a little, like, again, it's like, you don't really get to control it. In that one, though, you get to select your destination, and it shows you, like, flying towards whatever.
You know what? I want to see if I have that one. Hang on one sec. I know right where it'll be. Entertain your audience without me.
Can we get in the castle yet? Nope. Oh, we should save before we start going around talking to guys. I wonder if I can actually beat them in a fight now. Do we have anyone on the stream asking questions? Nope. Hey, we did yesterday, Tim. Don't laugh. Okay, let's see. Save that just in case and talk. Rebels, meet your fate. Maybe we're stronger than you are now, mean old man. Captain. Blink. Clones one's image, boosting invasions. So that's what Blink does, Shell. Wall. Silence. Swap fog. Fear. Warp. Let's try to warp him. Nope. I mean, we can... Let's see if magic works on him. It's up to you, Mariel. Hey, magic works on him. We don't have strong enough magic to do it, though. I don't know. We might be able to heal and be okay with his cure. Let's try it. Well, until he kills our guy. It's not over yet. Cure yourself. We're still in this, Tim. Aha, you attacked the wrong person. Oh, I guess you didn't. is pretty powerful.
I don't
even
see
know if
it.
we can run.
I do have Final Fantasy 15 here that James bought on the PS4.
That's pretty. The road trip.
Yeah. Oh, well, no.
Yeah, that's
So
15.
Royal Edition.
That's the road trip.
Oh,
For the now we need to run.
I think this is one that came out and you told me, Tim, you got to get back into Final Fantasy because it went back to fantasy.
No, that's 16.
Oh.
That's the one that's going to come out.
Blitzball! Blitzball is a mini game that requires strategy tactics. How exciting!
That's the one you love, Tim. That's the one you know and love. It's actually not that bad. It's pretty. I remember it being okay. Like, it didn't make me stop loving football and start loving blitzball more, but it's still not that bad.
It didn't? You
No.
didn't stop enjoying a real sport that you
Yes.
can watch on television
It
to
didn't.
enjoy a fake game?
It didn't replace basketball for me, but
I tell you what I love. I love the chocobo racing in Final
yeah,
Fantasy.
I know, Tim.
7.
You love gambling on the chocobo races.
Dude, it was awesome. It was exciting.
Which is why we can't take you to Vegas anymore.
Anymore. I never gambled. I've never gambled in Vegas I've never gambled in a real facility before.
Yeah, you've gambled though, Tim.
Yeah, with
Poker
friends.
night.
Yeah, that's different. And then I won. I gave everyone their money back, and they were all pissed. What a waste of time. Because I was like, I don't want to gamble, but I want to play.
Oh crap! I forget you got to go up and around to get to the.
But yeah, it looks like they all have airships.
Well, where's the dreadnought now? Like, the dreadnought flew away, and I have this pass to get to the dreadnought. Well, how am I supposed to get to the dreadnought if it flew away? It flew away. What's that line from? She flew away. What's that line from, Tim?
It's from Ladyhawk.
That's right. You win this time.
That's all I get? You're not, like, impressed or proud? You're like, okay. You're, like, disappointed they couldn't rail me.
Heart?
They made a Final Fantasy VII snowboarding game. How stupid. They were just like, whatever dumb things they can come up with.
Okay, here's the secret cave place. And no one's here.
Yeah, because Luke Skywalker died or Obi-Wan died in your arms already.
So obviously we're not supposed to be here. And where the crap are we supposed to be? Where's the dreadnought? Where's the dreaded dreadnought?
They came out with Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Advanced.
It's the same game.
And Final Fantasy A2. The Grimoire of the Rift.
Maybe they took it up to Snowbill. You can talk to these. Oh, now I can buy mithril weapons, but maybe only in that one shop though. Oh, I'm gonna. It's freaking expensive, man. Oh, that's the cheapest one I'm gonna get. It's not worth it. We don't really need to grind for levels anymore. I wonder if level 10 is the maximum you can have on your weapons.
This for Final Fantasy VII Remake came out in 2020. Announced at the 2015 Electronic Entertainment Expo during the PlayStation conference. That took them 5 years after they announced it.
It was longer than that, wasn't it?
5 years.
I thought it was 10 years.
Well, it says first in planned series of games remaking of 1997's PlayStation Final Fantasy VII. Oh, that just means they're gonna make more of it. But yeah, it just says it was announced in 2015. But it's like if you announced it in 2015, I'd assume you were further along. It's like me saying, "Oh, there's gonna be Avengers 7," but it's 5 more movies to come out first.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the remake sequel shouldn't be taking them that long. They already have the engine in place, but
Yeah.
it's Square, so they have to like rewrite the engine every time they make a game. Apparently. Unless it's Final Fantasy 16, in which it looks like the engine got worse.
16.
Yeah, the new one, like if you look at the trailer, the graphics look worse than 15, in my opinion.
Let me look. Lightning returns.
Let's go talk to the girl now that we know
How
how
do
to
you keep
destroy
all
it.
these straight? Like after 10, it's like, oh, what? Just stop. It's like, why are they just pushing and pushing and pushing? Just make a new game, because none of these have anything to do. They could be named anything else besides Final Fantasy, and just be like, "Hey, did you play that Final Warrior game that came out? That's awesome." But calling it Final Fantasy like 35 makes it exhausted, you know. I'll bet you it would have better marketing. I don't know. I guess that's the goal, because we have property recognition with Final Fantasy name recognition. But I think people hear a new Final Fantasy. I think some people might be excited about a new game.
你可以跟他们讲 be quiet 吗？
Do you know what I'm saying? I guess it's kind of like
reason, basically the reason though is because they've got the same people making the Final Fantasy. Like the person who made Final Fantasy 6, which was so popular and amazing, made Final Fantasy 7. Like the same director was involved.
Hang on, I gotta look at which one 6 is, because I don't know them.
Raisa, get in here now!
Uh-oh.
Now.
There's discipline going on at the Carlisles. On air. Don't worry, in 3 months this video
Stand by
will
the
be
wall
like,
right there.
6. 6.
Is there anything we can do?
6.
Nothing. You cannot be out.
6 is the one with Locke. By the way, I didn't watch that thing. What did you send me that was your proof that Locke is not the main character?
It talks about how Final Fantasy VI was an ensemble of characters, and they assigned like all these people to come up with stories, and
Yeah.
it talked about who was in charge of Locke and Celeste, and how they were just part of the ensemble of characters.
Yeah, that doesn't.
And it says it literally says in there that there wasn't really a main protagonist.
Correct, but what I'm saying is that if you take
No,
the
that's what you said,
story,
Tim. That's originally what you said. Now you're changing
No,
it.
I'm not changing. I said this the whole time, that when you look at the story, the required time to have those two characters is like a third of the game. No one else is required. So you have them, and all of the story really revolves around those two characters, including the introduction. And like
No, the introduction revolves around
Locke and Terra, and
no,
Locke's
it
yes,
revolves
it does.
around Tim. What's the introduction to Final Fantasy VI?
Terra going in and having a mind erase, and then having the boss or the
exactly.
the
Terra,
cleric,
not
like, hey,
Locke.
I need. Oh, she's in trouble. And
Not
yeah,
Locke.
it's
Locke
Terra.
doesn't even appear.
Yes, oh my gosh, he appears and saves her, and then he meets the Chocobos or the Mogwai or whatever they're called. Lance, Terra is not the main character because you don't even have to have her at the end of the game. You have to have
I
Locke.
said she was. I didn't say any of them were. I said they're
But
all
you're
characters.
arguing.
There's no main character. So you're saying, in your opinion, you think Locke is the main character, but he's not.
I'm saying logically. It's not just my opinion. And it's not because I put him in my party constantly. He's forced into your party through half the game.
You put him in your party and you don't allow him to still. What a waste.
That's because he grows out of the heroism later as the hero. No, that's an arc. Everyone just has one profession, and that's all they do the whole game.
We just lost Mindu.
Oh no, he went to go join the Jedi Council.
Thanks to Mindu, Father seems to be in much better conditions these days.
I like the Three Musketeers characters you have walking around, those guards.
Yeah.
Totally wearing those French outfits. They're awesome. Is it French? Yeah. No, it was England, right?
Oh, we gotta go to Cassillon. Isn't this Cassillon?
No. But Lance, where are the Three Musketeers from?
Scott and Gordon.
Where are the Three Musketeers from? Where are the Three Musketeers from?
Perhaps Sunfire can destroy the Empire's dreadnought, like Sid said. Perhaps it
Ugh.
can.
I'm
Please
tired
go
of
to
you
Cassillon
ignoring me.
once.
I'm just gonna Google it, and then I'm just gonna mute my microphone until your 30 minutes is up, which it's already up.
Yeah, it
Three.
is. So we're gonna have to end there.
Oh, now you heard
We
me.
have to go to Cassillon now. Now that we
I
have
just
a
want
new
to tell
quest
your-
and we lost our guy because he's healing the king now.
I'm gonna tell your audience that the Three Musketeers is French because it's Les Trois
but he
Musketeers,
can't heal death, Tim. See?
and it's the French author.
They might have copied off from
Alexandre
Star Wars, but
Dumas.
Star Wars totally copied off from Final Fantasy.
It was in France. In France, country was France, and it was in French. Is what I was trying to say. 700 pages.
I'm glad you figured that out,
book.
Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, so thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow for
Did you
Final
save?
Fantasy.
Did you
Anything
save?
else to say,
Why?
Tim?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Why does
saved.
Paul look so unhappy? Why do all your characters look so unhappy?
He's very stoic.
But you still haven't found Ruben or whatever his name was, the other guy,
No.
the little brother or something. He's gonna turn out to be like, I'm your brother and I'm fighting for the boss guy.
Yeah, we're 8 hours in. Although we did lose a character, so that's, you know, in Final Fantasy, if you lose a character, it's so you can get another one.
Yeah.
The plot's gonna change.
Okay, no, that's it. Have fun. Thanks, guys.